Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And I've not been keeping well. It looks on me, but it's not about me keeping well or not. It's about Chelsea not keeping well these days. So I'm gonna put it out because it's a bright, sunny winter day, but still you can stand under the sun. But I'm gonna wear it, and I can't see anything. So, anyways, we'll talk about Everton and Chelsea. Chelsea players with the pandemic thing going on, and so here it goes. So Chelsea drew with Everton 1-1 yesterday night. Wasn't the best of the results, playing a second or third string Everton team, and it really looked bad. I mean, it really looked bad for Chelsea. 80% possession, and still we don't get to score 2 goals, or we don't get to win. On the other hand, Liverpool did get the win yesterday. So it's not been a perfect time going in. I mean, if you look at it, 1-1 was not the right result. We needed that win. Manchester City scoring 7 goals past Leeds just 2 days back, and right now we're in a situation we are 4 points behind them, and we can't beat an Everton team. I mean, whether it's the injuries, whether it's some of our players who are testing positive, is the issue, or is something more than that? The players are not motivated, as what our previous managers have always talked about it, that our players after a certain time they lose their motivation. That could be it, because I think that is the most logical outcome at this moment. I understand that 4 of our players were tested positive yesterday. Werner, Werner, Lukaku, Hudson-Odoi, and I guess Chilwell was also part of it. But at least 3 players were there who should have played. I mean, Havertz was also not fit. I'm not sure about Havertz getting the virus again. He was already infected last year. But it felt bad. We already had Kovacic, who was not well, and now he has been infected last week. So Kante has coming back. But if you look at the team yesterday, I mean, playing against the team that Everton had, we should have got the win. But we didn't. I'll take it off. I still can't see. I mean, I'm looking like this when I'm talking like this, so I have to put it back on. So it really looked bad for Chelsea, dropping points at Stamford Bridge. And it comes into my mind, and hopefully I'm wrong, but it comes to my mind all those things that our previous managers have said, from Frank, from Sarri, from Conte. They have talked about player motivation at Chelsea, and that some of the players don't look motivated enough when they get the opportunities. I mean, Barkley, Loftus-Cheek, Saul. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they really looked awful. And the problem is right now is that most of these guys were dropping points, and they don't look well. I mean, against Leeds also we were not comfortable until Rudiger turned up, the way he did. So things look pretty bad at Chelsea, and if you look at it, when you talk about the player motivation for players, what the managers before has said, if that is the thing, then it's a really bad situation at Chelsea. Winning the Champions League barely 6 months ago, and now where we are right now, we've got one of the finest managers in world football right now. I've been following Chelsea for a really long time, almost 25 years, and Jose Mourinho 1.0 was like perhaps the best Chelsea manager ever, and Tuchel comes really close to him. And we really want Tuchel to stay, and I really hope Tuchel stays for a really long time. I will want Tuchel to stay for a really long time. But I'm not sure what the players want, because, I understand all the injuries, all the players not fully fit and all that. But it really doesn't matter when you still have some good players playing, I mean, we still had some really good team yesterday too. And especially Everton was not fully fit team as well. They had their third choice players playing or something. So still not getting a win yesterday was, especially at Stamford Bridge. I mean, coming to the other thing, I understand where the player motivation factor, and the other thing is Premier League itself needs to think about it. Matches of Spurs, matches of Manchester United had been stopped or cancelled. So they should look at some of the other teams like Chelsea. Maybe Chelsea needs to report it to them that we have a good number of players are not fit. I'm pretty sure Premier League is going to have their own independent inquiry and look into it, and then come up with a conclusion. But I really think that we as a club needs to come to them and say that, listen, we don't have all the players we need. many of our players are infected. Maybe in the next couple of days we'll come to know that more of our players might be infected with the virus. I don't know. I hope not. I hope everybody gets well and nobody gets infected. But with the team the way we are playing, we really need a break, I guess. We really need a break. I mean, the Premier League might think about giving a 1 month break, because with the number of cases rising in England, and also the fans, it's good for the fans also. I mean, look at the fans are still coming to the games, which is good, but at the same time I feel that there should be a situation where the fans or the Premier League or the English government should think about not letting fans to come in, because more and more players are getting infected, more and more people in England are getting infected. So, and Chelsea needs a break. We are not getting a break. Luck has not been with us for quite some time now, almost like for the last 1 month. I hope that we get some break or something, because things are really not going well for Chelsea in the last couple of 2-3 weeks actually. And if we play with this same team against whoever we are playing next, it's not going to be a pretty picture. We're not going to get points. And I hope some of the players come back, and hope maybe there is 2-3 weeks or maybe 1 month gap, 1 month break in the Premier League, and by that time players come in. I really want Tuchel to stay. I mean, the way things are going, if it's actually player motivation, then it's really sad. But if it's not that, I hope that's not the thing. I think Tuchel can always be a great manager at Chelsea, and I want him to stay for a really, really long time. But at this moment, with the way these guys are performing, and if it's certainly player motivation, then things going to be very bad. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think. But I for one believe that drawing with Everton 1-1, it's still the team that we had. Even though I understand Lukaku's and Werner's and Havertz and Hudson-Odoi were not there, we should have got the win. By the way, Mason Mount, an amazing, he is the next Mr. Chelsea. Obviously, after Frankie Lampard, he is the next man. Needless to say, I, for a long time, was not a big fan of Mount, because I felt that under Frank he was privileged, but that's not been the case. He has really, really been a great player for Chelsea. So that's one of the bright things about Chelsea Football Club at this moment, Mason Mount, Reece James. But I hope we turn this around, and I hope that we get a break. Either the players come back or Premier League, for about the next 2 weeks or 1 month stops. So anyways, I'll leave it at that, and for the next video will come up. Bye-bye.